Hey guys, welcome back for another too long didn't watch video. Today we're going to be going over Kokomi. As usual, we'll put this disclaimer at the very beginning. Play whatever you want. Waifu over meta 100% of the time. If you enjoy a character, then use that character and use it however you want. If you love Barbara and you want to make her into a DPS fiend, go for it. Alright guys, with that being said, we're going to be talking about what this character is good at and playing to those strengths. So her passives are going to be really important to her, in particular this first one that I'll talk about in a second. Basically what it does is it refreshes the duration of her jellyfish, her E skill, when you pop her ultimate. This is really important because of how strong this ability is. This allows you to have 100% uptime on her jellyfish for high single target healing as well as more AoE wet status effects for enemies. Her second passive gives her more attack and charge attack damage based on her HP healing bonus. But to be honest, she doesn't really do a ton of damage anyway, and I don't think that it's worth trying to invest into this. As you'll see later, we do invest in healing bonus, but it's actually because we want to heal, not because we want to do damage. Her third passive is that she decreases swimming consumption stamina, and that's pretty good. So her fourth passive, which is pretty unusual for any character, is that she has 25% healing bonus and a decrease in crit rate of 100%. This actually does count as negative 100% crit rate. You can get crits, but you do need to build over 100% crit rate. As you'll see, that's not the route we take. You can if you want to, and some people did. You'll see videos, Kokomi does the million damage or things like that. But that's not what this character is designed to do, and she's not very good at it, so it becomes much harder to do. Alright, so this is the jellyfish, or her E skill that we talked about earlier. She is healing for 5,600 per tick from it, which is pretty good if you consider that's an AoE and it's also applying the wet status to enemies. So let's talk about her ultimate real quick too. So she's going to do more damage with her skills and her normal and charge attacks and stuff like that when she uses her ultimate, but that's not why her ultimate is good. Her ultimate is good because it makes it so that way she regenerates HP for your entire party on each hit. Keep in mind, the more time a subpar damage dealer is on the field, the less time your main carry will be. So this is what it looks like when she uses her ultimate. I pop the jellyfish down first just to kind of show you guys, and then boom, the jellyfish is also refreshed, and then we have our ultimate, so if we attack things, we'll then regenerate HP. For reference, she goes from hitting from like a couple hundred on an auto attack to like a couple of thousand. So now let's talk about her weapons. So I highly recommend the Prototype Amber. What this weapon does is it allows her to be more effective at AoE healing your team, so that way she can spend less time on the field doing her attacks during her ultimate. Any weapon that has HP scaling is going to be good for her, so Thrilling Tales of the Dragon Slayers is also really nice, and it gives you that attack boost to your carries. If you're in a situation though where you need more healing, the Prototype Amber is going to be there for you, and it's craftable, so it's really easy to get for her. A lot of people overlook the Prototype Amber, but honestly, for a healer, I don't think there's another better weapon in the entire game. Because of her stats and stuff, she's just not meant to be a damage dealer. Her kit just doesn't work that way, so I decided to go with the 4-piece maiden set. You'll see the different stats for the artifacts and stuff. It could be a lot better for sure. But basically the maiden set allows her to be better at the thing that she's already good at. I did go with a HP scaling sands and goblet, and then the healing bonus hat. As you can see, she is at 35,000 HP, which isn't terrible. She could be much higher though, and then she has 75% healing bonus. So with the maiden set, she's going to be doing even more than that. Really wish I had more energy recharge. This next clip really shows the power of the character, the set, and the weapon. So see what's happening right here. This is floor 11. The rot's on everyone. Everyone's HP is really low. Kokomi can just stand in here and ult and heal the entire team to full while also tanking the enemy's attacks. You won't always be in a situation where you need to do that much group healing, but when you do, she's there to save the day. I also want to add as a quick note, I think in the future we're going to see a lot more healing mechanics necessary. After Zhongli and other shield characters were brought out, shields were kind of unnecessary back then, but then they made more mechanics on bosses and stuff like that where now they're more prevalent and they're better. Even if you decide not to pull for Kokomi, I think it would be highly in your best interest to start working on your healers and stuff anyway. I expect to see more mechanics like what we have on floor 11 of the Spiral Abyss right now very soon in other areas of the game. Alright boys, so we're finally at the end here. So what do I think of this character? Well, to be honest, guys, I 100% came into this situation thinking that she was gonna be horrible. I was prepared, and I told all my friends and stuff like that, don't pull for this character. Like, don't even spend your primos to do a single pull on this banner. You don't want to get her. But the more time that I've spent with this character, the more that I've realized she has a couple of really, really good things going for her. One, she's a water catalyst user that's a healer, so she can use the prototype Amber, which is an insanely good healing and support weapon. Along the same lines of thinking, if you don't need a bunch more healing from the prototype Amber, you can also swap to the Thrilling Tales of the Dragon Slayers, which is a fantastic support buff for your team. The second thing that really comes to mind about this character is that she can apply wet status effects to enemies better and more consistently than I think any other character in the game can. She can have 100% uptime on this jellyfish, applying wet status effects in an AoE every 2 seconds. Is she gonna allow you to vaporize every hit? No, she's not going to. You know, Xingqiu is better at that for that. But she can consistently apply wet status effect constantly, 100% uptime, which is crazy. And it's an AoE. What I'm seeing more and more as I've been paying attention to what people have been saying about Kokomi is that, you know, she's not very good because she doesn't do very much damage. The thing is it's not always about damage. You know, sometimes characters provide things other than damage, which is really important, and that's what Kokomi does. Kokomi is going to make it so that way you survive. If there are mechanics like Floor 11 in the future, she's going to heal through them, and you don't even necessarily need to be in her ultimate other than like just proccing her ultimate for the fish refresh. And with Kokomi, if you do get in a situation where you do need that AoE group healing to be, you know, very bursty, she's going to have your back. She's going to be there to support you. Basically, when I play her, I just feel super safe. Like, she's so tanky because of her high HP pool that she can tank any mechanics that I can't dodge. On top of that, her jellyfish supplies such a crazy amount of single target healing, 100% uptime, that she's just nuts. And then if I do get in a situation where I need, you know, group heals, then she's got me covered there too. So, you know, before I was having issues on floor 11 using Bennett as my only healer. Like, his ability ticks a lot, you know, very fast, but at the same time it's hard to rotate everyone through and getting everyone topped off when there's a mechanic like Rot. Ultimately, do you need Kokomi? No, absolutely not, but you don't need hardly any unit in the entire game to get through the game. But she is going to do good things for you if you build her for what she was meant to do. I was pessimistic at first, but honestly guys, I'm glad I got her, and it's been a pleasure playing with her. Moving forward, I'll probably use her as my second main healer alongside Jean. And that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, guys, I greatly appreciate it. Feel free to drop by and hang out with us on Twitch. It's just Zarnessen over on twitch.tv. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.